Hey guys, so now I'm going to do the 2018 Stanley Cup Playoff Round 1 matchup preview / prediction video for the New Jersey Devils versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. So as always, I'm going to start with the records. So Tampa Bay ended off the season pretty well on a high note, somewhat. Their record definitely showed. 54, 23, and 5, which they finished with 113 points. And as well as the Devils went 44, 29, and 9 with 97 points. So Tampa does have home ice this series, so again, Game 7 would be, a potential Game 7 would be in Tampa Bay. The head-to-head records, which confuses me in a way, because like you would think it's the opposite, you know what I mean? So New Jersey is a perfect 3-0-0 against the Tampa Bay Lightning this year, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are 0-2-1 against the Devils this year. So I would stop right here. It does shock me because like originally I would think the Lightning in 6, the Lightning in 5. I doubt in 4 because I'm pretty sure New Jersey would win at least one game at home. But I would say in 5 or 6. That would be like my normal prediction. I don't know what I have written down. But normally I would say, yeah, like Tampa Bay, because like New Jersey, Tampa Bay, come on, like New Jersey hasn't made the playoffs I think in a few years now. So I don't know. I would just assume Tampa Bay because they've been really good too. But then again, they've been struggling. But then they also have home ice. They have good goalies. They have good players. They have people that can score. They have Steven Stamkos. They have a lot of good players. So that I know the regular season and the playoffs is totally different. But like just to see 3-0-0 for New Jersey, it's like what the hell. Moving on. So the Tampa Bay Lightning will meet the New Jersey Devils in what figures to be as genuine a representation of the conference leader meets wildcard matchup as we've seen. This isn't a pretty strong number 1 seed meeting a known commodity, I think, as we've, happened to, okay, I'm just going to start again. The Tampa Bay Lightning meet the New Jersey Devils in what figures to be as, genuine a representative of the conference leader meets wild card matchup as we've seen. This isn't a strong number 1 seed meeting a known commodity that happened to drop to the wild card spot. It's Nikita Kucherov and Steven Stamkos, who have been dominating the rest of the league since day one, meeting a Devils team that looked more likely to finish as the league's first 31st team than an eventual champion. Sorry, I'm messing up so much. I'm tired and I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh my God! Shut up. I'm so tempted to start again, but I'm not going to. New Jersey's rise has been one of the season's best stories, as it's written Taylor Hall's MVP caliber campaign all the way to its first playoff appearance in 6 years. But the Devils have their work cut out for them in the Lightning, who, though they've wilted in the season's second half, still remain one of the most dangerous clubs in the postseason. Tampa's greatest strength just happens to be the Devils' Achilles heel, offensive depth. While Hall's 93 points at 41 higher than the team's next scorer, 19-year-old rookie Nico Hischier, the Bullets will roll out Kucherov 100 points, Stamkos 86 points, and Brayden Point 66 points, and Yanni Gork 64 points, all of whom also have at least 25 goals on the year. And New Jersey swept the season series against the Lightning. But that's a bit misleading when it comes to projecting how these two teams will stack up against each other. The Devils squeaked by with 1-goal wins every time, and were outshot in all 3 games, most notably in the second meeting, which saw Tampa Bay fall despite amassing 51 shots to the Devils' 28. So it's nothing like a lack of effort. They just lost because like the goalie was really good, in that sense. If Keith Kincaid continues his standout year and the Lightning stars stumble in the bright lights of the playoffs, the Devils can put together an epic first-round upset. But if things keep going as they have, when the two clubs have met so far, you have to assume things eventually swing Tampa Bay's way over the course of a 7-game series. So, advanced stats. So, 5-on-5, Tampa Bay is 51.62 or 0.62 CF percent, which is 7th in the league. 57.18 goals for percent, which is first. 0.929 save percentage, which is 5th, 9.35 shorthanded percent, which is first, and 102.28 PDO, which is first. So Tampa's like really good in the stats like department, and New Jersey on the other hand 48.63 CF percent, which is 21st, 48.77 goals for percent, 17th in the league, and 0.917 save percentage, which is 25th. 7.91 shorthanded percentage, which is 11th, and a 99.64 PDO, which is 19th. So New Jersey falls below everything. Like they're closest thing they are to Tampa is the 11th ranked. But yeah. Now moving on to team stats. Tampa Bay power play is 23.9%, which is third in the league. 76.1 penalty kill percent, which is 28th. That's really bad. 290 goals for, which is first, compared to their 234 goals allowed, which is 13th. In New Jersey's power play is lower than Tampa Bay's at 21.4%. 9th, 81.8 penalty kill, 7th, so the penalty kill is really good. So a really good penalty kill versus a really good power play, that's going to be an interesting matchup. 243 goals for, 14th, and 240 goals allowed, 17th, so it's almost the same there. Again, their head-to-head record in New Jersey, complete 3-0, but again, all those were one-goal games. The Tampa Bay Lightning outlook. Nobody could beat Tampa Bay at the start of the season, as they went 27-8-2 from October through December. But while they've still been a difficult team in the second half, 2016-15-3, team defense has become a problem. In their last 44 games, Tampa Bay has allowed the 6th most shots in the league, turning one Vezina Trophy favorite Andrei Vasilevsky human again. The Russian has a pedestrian .907 save percentage in 2018, a flip from the .935 rate he had in the season's first half. The good news is the offense is as strong as ever, with 148 goals scored in their past 44 games, 3.4 average per game, led by Hart Trophy candidate Nikita Kucherov and Steven Stamkos, who is quietly having his best season in 6 years. The Lightning are also the most potent offensive team at even strength, leading the league in 5-on-5 goals. The pace at which they play and the waves of offense they can throw at teams, thanks to great secondary options such as J.T. Miller and Braden Point, is difficult for any team to match against. But how far they go in the playoffs might be determined by their play at the other end of the ice. Now, the New Jersey Devils outlook. One of the best stories in the league this season. The Devils benefited from a strong 11-4-2 start, but they haven't coasted into the playoffs. On the contrary, the Devils forced a difficult 6-game road trip in mid-March that included games against Nashville, Vegas, Pittsburgh, and the 3 California teams, which could have been the disaster that allowed the streaking Florida Panthers to catch up. But New Jersey managed to go 4-2-0 in those games, then won 2 in a row upon returning home. The road trip turned out to be a defining moment for the young team. Taylor Hall is the top story for the Devils, a strong Hart Trophy candidate with a 42-point lead on the second highest New Jersey score. But the kids have also been key contributors, including rookies Nico Hischier, Will Butcher, and Jesper Bratt, who make up 3 of the team's top 5 scorers. These Devils don't play anything close to the style franchise is linked to from the dead puck era days. They are fast, loose, and frequently playing back and forth action. This puts pressure on the goaltenders, which is another area of interest. A usual starter, Corey Schneider, has had difficulty getting back to form following a groin injury and hasn't won a game since December 27th. That's like months. In his place, Keith Kincaid has taken over the lead role, playing both halves of back-to-back sets 3 times within the past month. He also started each of the 6 games on the aforementioned road trip and has a .925 save percentage since March. My furnace is turning on. The Lightning X Factor, one of the best power plays in the league, is offset by a penalty kill that ranks among the worst. With a 76.2% kill, Tampa's PK is the second worst among all playoff teams, ahead of only the extremely streaky Philadelphia Flyers. Since February 1st, it's gotten even worse. They rank 30th in that time with a putrid 71.3% kill rate. Again, my thing is turning on, don't mind that. I'll try to talk louder. Special teams are hugely important in the postseason, and last year's Pittsburgh Penguins were the only champions in the past 10 years who finished the regular season with a PK rate lower than 80%, and even when they were at 79.8%. If you're looking for a weakness of this contender, here it is. The Devils' X Factor. Kincaid's heroics are mentioned above, but when it comes to playoff hockey, the 28-year-old is completely untested at the NHL level. In the pros in general, he has 1 series under his belt, in which the AHL's Albany Devils were swept in 2014. The Devils are playing with house money this playoff season, as they're a couple years ahead of schedule. and they probably didn't envision getting here with Kincaid. But this is a team with nothing to lose and a goaltending with everything to prove. If Kincaid continues to shine and leads New Jersey to round 2, if he shines and leads New Jersey to round 2, the hockey world will look at him and his team much differently. The team leaders, goals, assists, and points. For Tampa Bay, it's Nikita Kucherov with 39 goals, 61 assists with 100 points. Steven Stamkos, 27 goals, 59 assists, and 86 points. Braden Point, 32 goals, 34 assists, and 66 points. For New Jersey, Taylor Hall, 39 goals, 54 assists with 93 points. And Nico Hischier, 20 goals, 32 assists, 52 points. And Kyle Palmieri, 24 goals, 20 assists, and 44 points. So Game 1 is going to be played on Wednesday, April 12th at 7 p.m. in Tampa Bay, because it's going to start in Tampa Bay. And my prediction I have written down here is Lightning in 6, because I don't really think that they'll sweep them. I think they'll win 1 at least. So I think 5 or 6, but maybe more potentially 6, because of the whole power play penalty kill thing. So I'm going to say Lightning in 5 or 6, mainly 6. That's the last preview I'm going to do for now. I'm going to save the other 2 for later, so those will be up a bit later on. And yeah, I'll do those later on today. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Will New Jersey pull off an upset? Will they not? Will Tampa Bay continue to roll and possibly keep going? Yeah, if you're new, please subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.